what you should know at 5.
Lovely, isn't it?
It's okay.
Well, but you've been staring at it for 5 minutes.
I spend hours looking in a mirror, but it doesn't mean I love what I see.
I'm sorry. I thought you were interested in...
You were wrong. Billy?
Marty, I got something to ask you.
Really?
Yeah. And you're not going anywhere till you give me a straight answer. Are you ready to do some serious shopping?
I'm way ahead of you on that one, Billy boy. Already had my eye on something.
Clint? Clint, where are you? What
Well, that didn't take you long.
Well, I drove as fast as I dared. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing? I got a message at the banner saying that you needed me at home.
I do need you. Always have.
You brought me home from the banner in the middle of the day to tell me that? Not that it's not nice to hear, but I thought there was an emergency.
Well, I'd call it more of an impulse than an emergency. Champagne? You know, the reason I asked you to come home was because I thought it would be kind of tough for us to be alone at the office.
You want to be alone?
Alone? Together. Right now.
You know, frankly, Clint, if that had been the message, I would have driven a lot faster.
Luna, what can I do for you?
Hey. Lord, it's so good of you to see me on such short notice. I really appreciate it.
Well, it's okay. It's okay for you to let go of my hand now, too.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Oh, boy, honey, John Russell, he spoke so highly of you and your legal skills. He's practically made you out to be the Supreme Court justice material.
Well, John Russell's my favorite judge of character. Obviously, you need some legal help of some kind?
Of the very best kind.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to think you came to the right place. Why don't you sit down?
Thank you.
Why don't you tell me what the problem is?
Well, it's a long story.
Just start at the beginning.
I guess the first question I need to ask you is, do you know Asa and Blair Buchanan? 'Cause that's where the quicksand started, and now it's up to our necks.
Don't start with me, excuse me.
Max, wait, please.
Why should I? Look, I got nothing to say to you. Nada, zero, zip.
Fine, don't say a word. Just listen to me.
Why should I? Nothing you have ever said to me has been anything except a lie or trouble or both.
Max, this isn't just about us anymore. There is somebody else involved. Luna.
This has got nothing to do with her.
And if you want to keep it that way, you will listen to me. But don't you care what happens to her?
There. Now, what do you hear?
I hear music. I hear the wind in the trees. I could hear the bubbles in my champagne if I listened hard enough.
Hmm. But you don't hear people.
No, I surely don't. Why, Clint Buchanan, what have you done with everyone?
Well, what difference does it make? They're gone.
You sly devil. You haven't left a thing to chance, have you?
Not a one. You know, Ever since Christmas Eve, when all that ice that had built up between us began melting, I've been planning for a day when we could make things even warmer.
Today's the day, is it?
Today's the day. Why is this so damn hard for us? What is keeping us from getting back what we had?
Well, look who's here.
Well, I've been meaning to stop by for a while, General, but you know how busy things get around the holidays.
Come on in.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've been in a whirl myself. So, what can I do for you?
Well, you've already done it. I just wanted to tell you one more time how grateful I am for everything that you said to me when I was standing out on that window ledge.
I only reminded you of a few things.
No, you saved my life. And even though I have some strong feelings about the strain that you put on Vicky and Clint's marriage, I just want you to know that you can always count on me as a friend.
Thanks, Bo. That means a lot to me. Sit down. Sit down.
Thanks.
I should tell you, apropos of Vicky, that I'm giving her up. I guess that's the expression. She'll never leave Clint.
Oh, I'm glad you realize that.
Yeah, I'm going to stay as far away as I can from Clint and Vicky's life together. I've told Clint as much.
Well, that's great. I know it's got to be hard for you.
Well, you know, Vicky is the kind of woman. Pardon me.
Oh, I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, everything you do is an interruption, Dorian.
Oh, my, someone's having a bad day, and so soon into the new year.
Dorian,
Pity.
please.
No, the pity is that you and the rag that you call a newspaper haven't been booted right out of this country. This is filth.
The dirt is in the doing, not the telling. Oh, come on, face it, Bo. Your father made a horrible mistake marrying Blair, and now the mud she's crawled out of is all over his face.
Yeah, thank you. Courtesy of your sick newspaper here, huh?
Oh, come, Bo. It's not as if Asa is unique in that he married the wrong person. Cassie certainly did. Although she's learned from her mistakes, and this time round she's found someone who's worthy of her.
Yes. The pity is that you get thrown in the bargain.
All right. I think that's enough.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's good to see you again, Joe.
Oh, good to see you. Subtle as an axe you are.
Forgive me, Sloan, but I said what I did to Bo out of love for Cassie.
No doubt. No doubt. So, what is it you want? Or did you just come here to drive away my guests?
Now, don't be snippy. No, our children are getting married on the 15th, and I want you included in all the preparations.
Mm-hmm. And this is part of the preparations?
Oh, yes. And just wait till you see what it is.
No, I don't know Asa or Blair Buchanan. I know Bo Buchanan.
Well, Bo's nothing like his father. He's kind, he's considerate, he's human.
You seem very upset.
Yeah, well, I am. Did you see The Intruder this morning?
Oh, it was a horrible newspaper. I like junk food, too. It said something about Bo's father and his wife involved in some nasty scandal involving Mrs. Buchanan and an unnamed lover.
The lover has a name. His name is Max Holden. But he wasn't having an affair with Blair. At least not after she married Asa.
This does sound like a long story.
Well, the short of it is that Max and I are friends. And Asa is on the warpath against him, and now he's after him and me.
How so?
Well, we have a business together, Serenity Springs. And he got to help the Board of Health to close us down. And then he jiggered something down at the bank so that they called in the loans against this radio station I work at.
The local station, WVL. It went belly up? I heard about it.
Well, that's just the beginning. He's evicted Max from his house. Oh, Lord, he's naming him correspondent with this divorce here and with him and Blair, and I need your help.
Well, you can't have it. I mean, not because I think your case is hopeless. It's just that I've been doing some legal work for Bo Buchanan, and I'm afraid there might be a conflict of interest.
Look, I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees here.
No,
Nora, please help me out. Call Bo. Ask him if you can clear it up with him. He's a personal friend of ours.
All right, well, I'll talk to him right away. I will. But, Luna, even if I take your case, you know, it's going to be weeks and weeks of legal maneuvering before Serenity Springs gets cleared to reopen. You and Max might do well to consider talking to Asa Buchanan.
About what?
Well, working things out without going the legal route. I mean, it'd save you a lot of time.
That sounds great, but there's just one problem. Asa Buchanan never works things out. He always gets what he wants. So does his long-haired huzzy wife, Blair.
Will, listen to me, Max.
Hell, I will. I don't need any of your mealy-mouthed jive about how you care about Luna's feelings. You're the reason she ran out of the palace ballroom when you dropped your New Year's bombshell.
I know how badly I hurt Luna. That is part of the reason that I am here. It's because I am sorry.
Oh, thank goodness for that, because your apologies can't begin to make up for the damage you have done. Our lives are practically ruined. Serenity Springs has been closed. Luna's job at the radio station is kaput. And we are about to be thrown out of our house. Thank you. Now, forget it.
Max, don't you think that Asa is putting me through hell, too? The man is doing everything he can to obliterate me. That is why I am here, to tell you what he's up to. He is naming you co-respondent in the divorce suit.
I know that. He told me already.
But nothing happened between us after I got married.
Things happened. A lot of things happened. Now, if you mean we did not make love, that is true. In which case, Asa may not have a case, and you can just get out.
I wish the truth was all we needed to win.
What do you mean?
Kane Rogan saw me. He followed me one of the times I came to meet you at Serenity Springs. He saw us together. Believe me, when he testifies, he'll make it sound like all we did was have sex.
No judge will believe that rat.
You are wrong. Lies sell as well as the truth, maybe even better, and Kane knows exactly which lies to tell.
Are you saying Asa could win this case based on something we never did?
That is exactly what I am saying, but it doesn't have to happen, Max. Because I know a way to stop it. Max, all we have to say is that we never met at Serenity Springs. We were never alone there or anywhere after I married Asa.
What?
Kane is the only witness. It's his word against ours. And with Kane's history of lying, no judge is going to believe him over us.
Blair, it's already Kane's word against ours. And if a judge is going to be so quick to peg him as a confirmed liar, then he's no danger to us.
Why take that chance, Max? This is not a criminal case. Hard evidence does not mean as much as what the judge feels. Just imagine. Kane tells the court that he saw us making love at Serenity Springs. Then we admit that we were there. Now, that is going to make it a whole lot easier for the judge to believe that Kane is telling the truth than if we just laughed in Kane's face and said we were never anywhere near Serenity Springs.
Do you know how many women I've been involved with that lied?
Max, you would be helping yourself.
Tina said that, Gabrielle said that, and now you're saying it. And every time I've believed a woman that lied, I live to regret it.
Yeah, well, this is different.
Yeah, you're right. This is different. Because I'm not going to do it. I'm not lying for you or against you.
Max.
Blair, we did not commit adultery. That is the truth. I trust the truth.
Is that a little trick you picked up from Luna?
Oh, now the real Blair Daimler shows her face.
Well, it must be just real terrific to have such faith in the truth and in a woman like Luna. But think about this truth, Max. Our affair, manufactured or not, is going to be paraded in a court of law for all to see. And when that happens, how much faith is your beloved Luna going to have left in you?
What is happening to us?
Allergies? Oh, Clint, come on. This situation isn't exactly dark and dire, you know. We're here. We're together. The champagne is lovely.
So why isn't the rest of it?
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not a trained SEAL. I don't perform on cue. I'm sorry. I know you're disappointed. So am I. But, Clint...
But what?
Well, I don't...
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't think you can just expect to snap your fingers and have us instantly back where we were months ago. This is going to take some time, and the kindest thing we can do for each other is to be patient with each other. I tell you what. Why don't we do this again later, tonight? I mean, the flowers will keep, the champagne won't go flat.
What are you trying to do, make a date with me?
Yeah, I would really like that, if you don't mind. I'll get it. Hello. Yeah, hi, Quincy, what's up? No, that was finished. Okay. Yeah, I'll be right there. Bye. I'm sorry, they need me at the office. Another impending calamity that only I can stave off naturally.
Funny that rain.
I better go.
Is
What about this?
No. Andrew and Cassie probably never touch anything but ambrosia.
What's that?
The nectar of the gods.
Oh, come on, Marty. Andrew and Cassie are very good people, but don't you think that's taking it a little too far? Of course, it was pretty cool of them to invite you to their wedding.
What's so cool about that?
Well, it just shows that all that bad stuff that was flying around last summer, it's all flown out. And everything's back to normal.
Oh, yeah, normal as in me being alone and Andrew and Cassie making cow eyes at one another.
Oh, come on, Marty. You sat with them at the Christmas party and everything seemed pretty cool. Why are you so hard all of a sudden?
Why not?
Well, you're sure coming off that way.
I'm fine, all right? So just drop it.
It's gone. And so am I. I'll be back in 15 minutes. Listen, Marty. What are you doing, Marty?
What am I doing? I'm doing what you are. Shopping.
You mean shoplifting?
Billy, no. You're shoplifting.
Quit playing around, Marty, all right? What else do you call this?
Perfect gift?
Cut it out.
I was gonna pay for it anyway.
When? In your next lifetime? Let's see what other bargains you managed to pick up. Let me guess. You lost the receipt?
Take the stupid scarf. It's ugly anyway.
I don't get it, Marty. You could probably buy this store, let alone the stuff in it. Why do you have to steal things?
They're trophies. Ripping things off gives me a thrill you wouldn't believe. Because I call the shots, I can make it happen. And in a world full of Andrew Carpenters and suede fruits who don't care what I want, at least I can get my way with stupid scarves.
I just wish you'd quit trying to wreck your life. Because not only is it sad and stupid, but it's also becoming quite boring.
But what if I just killed myself, huh? Want to spice things up a little bit?
Billy, sorry I'm late. Thought you'd be down in sporting goods.
No, he's up here working out with me.
Rick, Marty, Rick.
Hi. You almost ready to go? Game starts in a half hour.
Yeah, all I gotta do is find a wedding gift for Reverend Carpenter. And pay for it.
The maid said I could find you in here. Guess I missed the party, huh?
What do you want?
Advice.
Okay, go home.
Advice about Asa.
Why should I lift a finger to help you with anything after what I heard New Year's Eve?
I assume you're talking about Blair Daimler's New Year's Eve broadcast.
Well, you are the lover she was talking about, aren't you, Max? The other man that slept with her just a few hours before she got married?
Yeah, that is me. And Asa's coming after me like a shark after a tuna. I don't care. I can take care of myself. The problem is, in his feeding frenzy, he's taking chunks out of Luna.
I'm sorry to hear that. I like her. But what Ace is doing shouldn't really surprise you, especially you.
What do you think is going to happen?
Well, isn't that pretty obvious? He's going to do everything in his power to crush you. And I hate to say it, but I think Luna stands a good chance of getting flattened out right along with you.
So if you would, just tell Renee Buchanan I was here. That's Lunamoody.
Sure.
Thank you.
Well, this day's going downhill fast.
Hello? Goodbye.
No, wait, we need to talk.
I don't have anything to say to you except for hello and goodbye. Nothing polite, that is.
Please, Luna, this is important.
Well, I think you said everything you needed to say to me on New Year's Eve, didn't you? Excuse me.
Just came from seeing Max. Yeah, I thought that would get your attention.
What were you doing with him?
Well, I'd tell you. But I know you're completely unwilling to talk to me. Or are you?
Who is it? This is about wedding cakes, gowns, gifts. We have a problem number to call, 1-800-MADNESS. Vicky.
Hello, Sloan.
What on earth are you doing here?
Come in? Or shall we just stand here and let all the heat escape?
Sorry. Please come in.
Thank you.
I'm just so surprised.
I was on my way to the Banner, and I realized that I need something from you.
Well, that is an intriguing prospect.
Well, the truth is slightly more mundane. Actually, I was wondering if you had finished with my diary so that I could get it back.
Oh. The symbolic parting of the ways.
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. Is that the way great love affairs and movies end? He or she asks the other for their mementos, and then they walk off into the sunset or the sunrise, depending upon the movie. Though our great love affair never got started, did it?
Well, come on, this is not going to be a three-hanky scene because I'm not going anywhere.
I know that.
The diary wasn't really a memento. It was only some reference material for your book you're writing about my father. Did you find it helpful?
Sure. Brought you back here, didn't it? Yes, Victoria. It was most enlightening, especially about you. What a wonderful mind you had.
Had? Beg your pardon?
I read that diary from cover to cover many times. With every elegant pen stroke, you painted a beautiful portrait of yourself. And you know how much I like to look at you.
Well, then, may I have my masterpiece back, please?
The diary is upstairs, and I don't want to go up there right now. But let me mail it to you.
You want to mail it? You seriously think it's easier to go to the post office than to go upstairs?
I'm sorry it took me so long to get dressed, Sloan, but how do I... Look.
I don't know why I'm here. What could you possibly tell me that's gonna be worth my while?
Well, I know that you and Max are in love. How's that?
Not bad.
Person would have to be a fool not to see how deeply you two care for each other. One thing I'm not is a fool. I'm also not proud of the way I embarrassed you on New Year's Eve. I am very sorry.
And what?
And I need your help.
Now, why am I not surprised by that?
Luna, Max and I never did anything after the wedding. I'm not going to let Asa divorce me on the grounds of adultery. I'm not guilty of it.
If you're not guilty, then why are you getting so upset? Why are you worried?
Because Asa's lawyers could make the judge believe that Max and I slept together after Asa and I were married.
How?
Well, by establishing a pattern of deception, where it looked like I was sneaking off to meet Max. Now, throw in Kane's absurd claim that he saw us making love, and I won't get a penny in settlement from Asa.
You would lose your jewelry company?
Asa has sworn that he would take everything, and with my mother in the state that she is in, my jewelry company is all I have. I can't lose it. Luna, you remember Cape Hatteras. We worked as a team to bring Max back here after he was shot. We helped save him. Can't you talk Max into helping to save me?
Blair, I'm real sorry that you're having tough times right now. But even if I could get Max to help you, I wouldn't. Because my instincts tell me that you'd want him to bend the truth about what really did go on between you two. And I would never ask him to lie.
Wow, you are incredible. Max Holden is your true love, and yet you are willing to see him dragged through the mud before you dirty yourself with an untruth? Heaven forbid I ever find that kind of love.
You would love to represent Max and Luna?
And go toe-to-toe with your father's lawyer, Killer Kilgore? Absolutely. I mean, if you don't feel that there's a conflict of interest.
Well, I love my father, but needless to say, his favorite pastime is just flying off the handle. So I say, go for it.
Thank you, Bo.
Well, listen, any woman who can spend New Year's Eve with me in the drunk tank, I think she's tough enough to tackle my old man.
Well, I wouldn't bet against me. Thank you. Well, this has been, dare I say it, a pleasure to deal with you on this. Are you this congenial with your colleagues at the Banner?
Nora, I'm not going back to work until I make good on that New Year's resolution that I told you about.
The one about Sarah?
Yeah. I'm gonna find the man responsible for her death if it's the last thing I do.
I'm sure your friends will be very happy with this.
I hope so. Thanks. It's getting late, Rick. Let's do it.
Do what? Oh, or is that secret stuff?
Marty,
So, Ricky, how did you know our fair-haired boy?
We just kind of bumped into each other on Christmas Eve. My name's Rick, not Ricky.
Oh, sorry. Tell me, Rick, did you and Billy give each other sports equipment on Christmas Day, or did you give each other more than that?
Marty, are you crazy talking like this? Rick and I are just friends.
So far.
Yeah, and even if it was something, why would you have to be such a creep about it? I thought we were friends.
Haven't you heard? I don't have any friends.
I can see why.
No, Billy, wait. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just acting like a jerk for a change. Your friend's really nice. Truth is, it's probably why I went off on you like that.
You know, Marty, I don't get what's going on with you.
I don't either. Not really. I see people having fun or trying to be nice to me, and this black cloud comes over my head.
Maybe you should talk to somebody.
No. All I need is a couple of friends.
I thought you said you didn't have any.
I have you, don't I?
Yeah. See you around.
Miss, are you sure I can't help you?
How could you? There's nothing here I want.
Bo, aren't you being just a tad unrealistic?
No. No, I don't think so. I don't care if the police have given up on finding the guy that's responsible for two reasons. Number one, somebody forced me off the Lantano Bridge Thanksgiving night and killed my wife. And number two, I won't be able to let go of Sarah until I find that guy.
Bo, do you know what the odds are of doing that with all this time that has passed?
I don't care if the odds are greater than me beating Michael Jordan one-on-one. This is something I gotta do, Nora.
You remind me of a very dedicated, very committed young attorney named Hank Gannon. And you know what? I used to have a way of worming things out of him that weren't supposed to be wormable. And I bet I can still do it, too.
Do you think the DA's office is sitting on something that could help me?
If they are, I bet I could find out.
You know, every time I turn around for the past couple of weeks, it's like you're always right there to help me.
Well, if I can, why not? So, when I get back, I want you to tell me everything that happened the night of the accident.
Where are you going?
I need a chili dog. Bad.
Chili dog?
Yes, I know, but I've had this craving since breakfast. Well, you don't have to leave.
No. I'm coming with you. I haven't had a decent chili dog in about 2 days.
You're a junk food junkie.
Ever since I was a little kid, after school, it started with a soda pop and beef jerky, and ever since then...
Wait till you taste this. I have found the ultimate chili dog in this incredibly wonderful dive called Rod's Red Hots.
I've never heard of it.
Well then, you haven't lived. How do you feel about cheese fries? He's a good man, good man.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, too.
Yeah, good. Listen, I'm gonna talk to you about something. Blair stopped by here today.
I know. I just saw her, too.
She wants me to lie and say that I never met with her at Serenity Springs after she married Asa.
What would happen if you didn't lie?
Well, then Asa's got a real good shot at getting everything his way.
So Blair would be convicted of adultery with you.
Even though it never happened. You know it never happened, don't you?
You know what I believe.
Shivering. Thinking about what's going to happen at the hearing? I know that this publicity is going to be murder on you.
I'm okay.
How? All this bad-mouthing is going to kill any chance we have of opening Serenity Springs. Plus any hope you had hanging on Luna's love line going back on the radio station. If there even is a radio station after all this. No, I can't, no. I can't put you through this.
It is completely out of our hands.
No, it's not. I can protect you from every little bit and piece, and that's what I'm going to do.
How?
By doing what Blair wants me to do. Lying.
Just so spur of the moment. Me being here, I mean.
I'm sure it was.
Well, I was so eager to show Sloan what I'm wearing to Cassie's wedding, and I wanted to get his reaction.
And you did?
Oh, yes. And wait till I finish all the alterations.
Well, here it is. A single volume. In good condition, returned with many thanks.
Thank you very much. I'm so sorry I interrupted your alterations. Bye, Dorian. Give my best to Cassie.
Well, she was certainly in a hurry, coming and going.
I don't think this was a scheduled stop.
Well, what was in that book that Vicky needed it back so urgently?
Well, the story's not important. What matters is that the story is over.
Oh, it might be a book of riddles, the way you're talking.
No, it was something Vicky needed to bring to an end, and this is the way she chose to do it.
Does that mean you won't see her again?
Probably not. At least not until the wedding.
Am I insane showing up here like this? And then of all people, Dorian is here to witness my madness. What was I thinking of? What am I always thinking of? Sloan.
You know, right now, I'm staring down the barrels of the biggest guns I have ever faced in my life. And the only thing I can think about is how lucky I am to have you.
You know, I never love you more than when you look at me with your eyes filled with love and life and
what?
And truth. Please do not lie to save Blair.
I would only lie to save you.
No. The only thing I want you to do is be every inch of the man that you already are. You're so fine and decent and so filled with life and the truth. Please do not let Blair or Asa drag you into that same gutter that they're in. Stick to the truth. And come Valentine's Day, that's going to give us just one more thing that we can celebrate when we finally make love.
I love you.
I love you too. We're going to get through this.
We can get through anything. And that is the truth.
Chet, this is going to sound hard to believe, but I must have left my wallet in my other bag. I'm sorry, I can't pay for our meal.
It's no problem. It's a lawyer's job to help his clients out. From everything you've told me, your husband has got an excellent chance of convincing the judge that you committed adultery with Max Holden.
But I didn't do it.
But you did see him several times, and in such a furtive manner that one can't help but be suspicious.
One as in you, Mr. Sims?
Chet, Mrs. Buchanan, I'm your attorney. I want to help you win this case.
Fine. How do I do that?
Well, in my opinion, you have to take the offensive. You have to challenge your husband's veracity, undermine his character. Now, there must be something that your husband did to you that you'll be willing to use in court.
There is. Shortly after we were married, Asa forced himself on me.
Sexually?
Yes.
No, Mrs. Buchanan, your husband didn't force himself on you. He raped you. Isn't that right?